Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Grace Amechina, and on this channel I talk about everything marriage, relationships, spirituality, how to help you and your marriage to move forward. We state the problem and we also state the solution. So like you already know what today's topic is going to be: 5 signs to know if your wife is cheating on you. So it could be your wife, it could be your girlfriend, it could be like a woman in your life that you really love. Okay, so 5 signs to know. And at the end of this video, I'm not only just going to tell you the 5 signs to know if she's cheating, I'll also tell you what to do if eventually she's cheating on you. Okay, so we don't just talk about the problem, we also talk about the solution. So number one is this woman is now very distant from you. Women are very clingy when they are in love. They feel like a second skin when they're in love. They want to be everywhere where you are. If you're in the bedroom, they want to be in the bedroom. If you're in the kitchen, they want to be in the kitchen. They want to call you every day. They want to speak to you every day. They want to see you. They want to hug you. They want to kiss you. They want to do everything every day with you if they love you. But as soon as a woman become distant, begin to, distance herself away from you, that is a problem. That means that feeling of clinginess has gone to someone else. So a woman that always clings to you and then all of a sudden she stops clinging to you. A woman that is very attracted to you, all of a sudden she's no longer so attracted. So she's becoming distant, both emotionally, if is your wife, during intercourse and everything, the way you guys, the emotional bond and everything is no longer there. The distance, if it's someone that calls you every time, she doesn't call you as much. If it's someone that texts you, doesn't text you as much. If it's someone that whenever you are home, you guys always have something to talk about. She doesn't mind being in her bedroom while you are in the living room. She doesn't mind. So the distance, when you start to see a massive amount of distance, it starts little by little, but when you start to notice it, just know that something else is taking the attention, and it could be another man. Number two, the woman is now more interested in how she looks more than before. So before now, she might be a very well kept woman, but now she's putting much effort. Do you understand? She's going out of her way to look more put together. She's going out of her way to look after herself. Like the extra things, that she doesn't even just do for herself to look better, she's now doing it. And you are looking around you, there's nothing that is, a reason why she should have that sort of upgrade. Like there's no visitor. What is making you feel like you have to look super, beautiful when you're going out, whenever you want to take pictures, things like that. She's now investing in how she's looking more than before. Bear in mind, a woman can wake up and decide to just start looking nice without cheating on her husband. But when a woman starts looking nice and she doesn't even care if her husband compliments her or not, that is what you need to look out for. Because if upgrade, the way she starts to take care of herself is for her and for her husband, she will also want that compliment from her husband. She will also, want the husband to see and compliment her. But if they dress up and everything is not even for the husband, she doesn't even worry whether you compliment her or not. She doesn't even want your compliment because she gets it somewhere else. So that's 2 things to look out for. The next one is when a woman stops complaining. So women have tendencies to complain when things are not going their way. Women have tendencies to complain when the man is not doing right by them. So there are certain things that women can complain about. Let's say certain habits like keeping late nights and the kind of friends you keep and maybe the kind of food you eat and some addictions. And she is telling you she's not comfortable with this. Or you decide not to listen to her, you feel like she's nagging. And then all of a sudden, this woman stops complaining. All of a sudden, this woman stops nagging. You're free to do whatever you want to do. Come back by midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, she's fine. She's good. Someone else is filling her emotional cup. Someone else is there for her, because I think that this day and age, women have, become so knowledgeable to know that they do not need to force a man to do right by them, because they know that that thing that you're finding it's difficult to do for her, there are 1001 men there that is willing to do right by women, that are willing to do that thing for her. So she's definitely finding the satisfaction from somewhere else, which you might not be aware of. So she's trying to get the satisfaction from you, but you are seeing it as nagging and complaining. Now she's getting it from somewhere else, so she's leaving you to continue your ways. So when a woman stops complaining all of a sudden, the things that you do that makes her upset, that she complains about, and now she's fine. She's telling you, oh, you're doing that, well done. Oh, you're coming back by minute, that's fine. Oh, it's okay. When a woman starts saying okay to the things that she was not comfortable with before, something else is filling her emotional cup, and you need to be aware of that. The next one is when a woman is very particular with guiding and securing her phone. A woman that used to leave her phone for you no longer leaves her phone. A woman that can leave her phone in the dining and go to the bedroom no longer leaves her phone. She's now so clingy to her phone. If she's on her phone, if she see you coming, she fidgets. If it's a woman that you know her password, all of a sudden you notice that she has changed her password. And even when you ask her what the new password is, she will just give you flimsy excuse, or even give you the real password and then change it the next second. Like she keep changing her passwords. She doesn't want you to have access to her phone. She goes to the toilet to shower everywhere with her phone. She's now having things that she calls private, unlike before. But if this has been like what has been in existence in your relationship from the onset, then you might not be able to tell the difference. But if this person has been very open, you both have access to your phones, passwords, and everything, and then all of a sudden she changes all of that, and she's now very clingy with her phone, and she spends a lot of time in her phone, and she seems to be so excited and happy each time she is alone with her phone. Whenever you come, you see her body language would change, like she's not doing anything. You just know. So when you start seeing such signs, know that there is something else that is filling her emotional cup. And unfortunately, it might be a man. And the last point is she all of a sudden becomes so busy. A woman that is always craving for your attention before now, a woman that wants to be with you 247, 365 days in the year, a woman that wants to have you all to herself, like she literally is breathing the air that you breathe. And all of a sudden, she's too busy for you. You're telling her we are going for an appointment or for a date or something. She can't make out time. Her schedule is tight. You're telling her, oh, my friend have a birthday, let's go. She's busy or she's sick. You're telling her, oh, let's do this together. Oh, she can't make it. Always busy, she can't make it. And this is most common with people that are not living in the same house, let's say girlfriend or fiance. But when it comes to a wife situation, for example, you say, oh, let's go to this friend's baby ceremony. She'll be like, she's not feeling well. She can actually buy a gift and give you to go there and give them. Let's go to this occasion together. As couple, things that you guys enjoy going, dressing up and going for. She's no longer keen. You can say extend my regards, but she's no longer keen showing up with you anymore, because she sees that period she spends with you as something that is taking her time from enjoying the new attraction that she's getting, and that act of always hiding to do her things, to enjoy her moments. She doesn't want to be doing it in your presence. So she doesn't feel comfortable doing it because she doesn't want you to ask her questions, and she doesn't want to put herself in a position to start trying to defend herself. So she avoid anything gathering. And apart from avoiding anything social gathering with you, she also avoid your family and friends, the communication with them, gathering with them as well, because she doesn't want people to feel like the disconnect, but she can't fake that connection. It's not there. And the harder she tries, is glaring that there is no connection. So people start to notice. So she can't put herself in that position to expose what's going on because she's getting it somewhere else. So a woman that has drifted will not want to give people the opportunity to see that she's drifted because she knows she has. So now that you know what these 5 signs are, that when you see in your wife, you know that she's cheating on you or that her emotion has been drifted. There's something else that is filling her cup. That is definitely not you. Before I tell you what to do, I want to explain something to you. There's something called the feeling of novelty. So novelty is, that initial stage in your relationship where there are butterflies in your stomach, that tickle, that feeling that you both have, that is so sweet, that you guys want to see each other every day. You literally breathe the air the other person breathes. That feeling that you're having at that time is the feeling of novelty. And most people dwell in that feeling of novelty, thinking that that is what is going to be forever. But when you now start, proceeding or start growing in marriage, that novelty will begin to diminish because other things are coming into play in marriage. So people tend to always want to be in that feeling of novelty. And that feeling of novelty makes people to always want to go into another relationship, because once they start a new relationship, that tickles, that butterfly starts all over again. They just like the idea of that novelty. So, and that is why most men don't stay with one woman, and that is why some women don't stay with one man, because after that novelty has all disappeared, the reality of the relationship, which requires love, sacrifice, commitment, all of those things, we kind of reduce that feeling of novelty, and they do not want that to reduce. They want it. They want it to continue. So that is one of the reasons why people move from one relationship to the other as soon as it starts to progress. So the whole butterfly and the tickles is dying away. They want it to come back. That feeling of novelty, they really need it badly. So they go into another relationship. If that one is progressing, it seems like commitment is coming in and the novelty is reducing, they crash that relationship and go into another relationship. So for you to tame all of those things, because definitely in marriage, there must be commitment. There must be sacrifice. The tickles will reduce. All of those things will reduce. If you find out that your partner is someone that loves that novelty, it's your responsibility to have a conversation with them and tell them that you see them. You know what they want, that you would like to work with them to see that at least, even not 100% of the novelty, maybe half of it or 40% of it that is being introduced in your marriage, because you can make it happen. And that feeling of novelty is so sweet. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The feeling, the butterfly, the tickle is so sweet that everybody wants to experience it all over again. This date night, let's do it. Oh, this smoking, you want me to stop? I'm stopping it. This cuddle, a million cuddle you want in a day. Okay, I can give you 1,000. Can we do that? These kisses you want, I can give you 10 in a day. Can we do that? You come to a compromise. This is you trying to kind of spark that flame in your marriage. Get that flame, that spark back alive. Because sometimes once it starts to die, once it starts to diminish, that novelty feeling, women crave for it and they want to start to get it from somewhere, especially when they feel totally abandoned and neglected. So these are things you can do to save your marriage. And if, for example, your wife is already deep into the cheating and you still love her, you want her restored, I want you to check the other video I made. Can a cheating partner be restored? The answer is yes. If you watch that video, you will get the answer to restore back your cheating partner. Because the reason why they are cheating is because they want to get the feeling of novelty. If you understand it from my point of view, you will understand what women are looking for outside. That feeling of novelty, because think about it, as at the time you guys were dating, you were the only captain in her boat because that novelty was fresh. So, but when you start to proceed into like commitment, when you start to proceed into bigger things, relationship starts to crack, it starts to have issues. So the feeling of novelty, especially when the woman feels like she's been neglected, That is why as the relationship grows, it's important that the two people find a way to bring back that spark, to bring back that feeling of novelty. Very, very important. So I hope that this video has helped you to identify 5 signs, and if it's something you've noticed in your wife, you have a job to do. And thank you so much for staying with me up until this time. I hope this video helps you and saves your marriage. Thank you very much. Bye.